Hey guys, AltitudeCow here again with some more BreakfastCraft content, but this is not BreakfastCraft, this is my creative world. You've seen it before. Mob system, cactus, weird glitch, yep. We're back here, but today we have something new. This is one of my first videos on YouTube. I posted a bone meal to seed and flowers farm, but I think that was before pistons came out, or before I was using them, and I think it was based off of Etho's design. I don't really remember, it was so long ago. But now there's a more high-tech version of this that I invented. So, similar to the last one is how it functions. You stand in the middle, place bone meal 2 away from you there, and 2 away from you there, I think there. It doesn't really matter that much. You can do this without moving. I just move sometimes because it makes it a bit easier. So you can see good coverage there, and if you want to just harvest them, you don't have to like place water, wait. You don't need any water with you. That's already in the system. You just press that button, and that's the quick harvest button. So you can see just how quickly the water comes and disappears. So you can get right back to planting. And once you are done that, you can go and hold this down for as long as it takes. You can go do something else in the meantime, like farm skeletons, where I'm actually going to be building this on the BreakfastCraft server. And, well, I didn't know you lose them there. But I actually had to adjust the size of this room, that's why there's a glowstone there. The walls would actually be there, instead of back here where they are. But once that's done, you go collect it, turn it off, it reacts pretty quickly. And you can go do whatever you want, continue farming, and that works pretty well. So, I haven't actually built anything on the BreakfastCraft server on camera, I believe. I may have, but I probably haven't. So I think I'm going to build one of these there to show you how. And that way I'll be on survival, like you most likely will be. Maybe a bit harder, but it'll be something new, it'll be fun. So see you back there, and let's build. So we have the dimensions laid out now, I hope. So you get your center block, which for me is going to be here. I looked up from the tower, and I think it's a nice place to put it, next to the cactus farm. And then you want to mark out 4 diagonal, and then these blocks with torches on them will be the walls. And I'm using pretty slow tools now, even though they're diamond. I'm going to be using unbreaking tools, because they're what I have, and I don't have that many tools stockpiled up. So I just had to chop down a few trees to make some space. Industrialization. It's a fun thing, yay. But not really, it's a serious issue. But back to Minecraft! Yay, so once we have those all laid out, what we will want to do is connect the walls, I believe. I only built the one that I have in my test world, so I might have to go back and check that every so often. With other things, I built them 2 or 3 times before recording a video of them. Oops, and I don't have that many resources on me, actually. I have dirt, don't have any grass, wood. I didn't really want to go back all the way over there to the house. I know it's just so far. It's like a whole 30 seconds. Oh, it's lagging because it's a pretty full server. Ooh, I haven't seen Metrophic and Dudeswa on very often. I saw them on earlier today, but other than that, not all that much. So if you come on the server, make sure you ask, who is it? Giant Yoshi for a tour, because he really wants to give tours to new players. He's one of the 3 admins on the server. You can see a statue in the Hall of Admins, I believe. So once you have that all laid out, sorry I went on a little bit of a tangent there. Might as well just make that all into planks. You want to get a pressure plate. I'm going to use wood because that's what I have, and you want to place it on the middle. Okay, at least I have 2 things of water. I'll be needing that later. Now we want to build up the frame and we want to do this not too high, but high enough. I don't think it really matters how high you do this, but I don't really remember how high it was. I can probably figure it out without having to go back, so I'm going to try and do that. Hopefully it doesn't become night, because I just knocked out pretty much all of the torches. Ooh, nice find. It's always good when people find diamonds. Doesn't matter if it's you or not. So now, don't have any bones. I'll just run and get some. That's not that far. And I think while I do that, I'm going to also go back and I can't show you all this. Get some supplies. Okay, I collected most of what we need. Let's replace that with stone, just because, I don't know, personal preference. We might change it back later. So I went up back onto the creative world and I counted. So there's 1, 2, 3 blocks in between the layers. And I also got some grass, some bone meal. So if I can place it, there we go. That's the next layer of dirt. We can just chop that down. And we want to fill that in all the way up to the edge. Well, not the corner. But we'll see that later. I'm sorry if I use dirt to break dirt. Sometimes I'm just too lazy to switch my shovel if it's only one piece. Yeah. So I have a few things built that I haven't shown yet. Like, I re-updated the mob system just a little bit to make it a bit, I'm not sure if it's really nicer, but it's more entertaining while you're watching, while you're farming, because you can actually watch the skeletons. I hope we don't run out of dirt. But it's more entertaining, though it doesn't look as nice if you're not using it, as the colors kind of clash, but it's better than nothing, I think. I don't know if I'm going to keep it as I have it now, or change it back. So once you have that all done, you want to come in and destroy the corners. You'll see why later. Okay. No. My dirt. Get back here. Got it. So now you can kind of see how it resembles the other one. So we are going to want to... What are we going to want to do? Yep. Let's get on up there. Those dirt are just temporary. Might as well just break them now. And build this wall up so it's one above the dirt. And you want to do that all the way around as well. I don't think I'm going to make any cuts while building this, just so you can see how I play Minecraft instead of just seeing how I show things I've built. Yep, back to the basics. Might as well merge those. I really hope I don't run out of resources again. Now we want to find the middle. I think it's here. One off. Now that we have that done, we want to measure out to the edges and destroy that middle block as well. For all 4 of the sides. Yep, so that is the basic shape. I'm going to throw in some dirt as well, just in the middle here, because this is a good spot for it to be. Nice pattern to settle my OCD. Not that I really have OCD, but sometimes I think I do and it feels like it. Spreading beautifully already. And now what can we do? We can add a block there. I'm going to use the dark wood. You'll see why that goes there later. Not really showing that much, I guess, but I need to go get some redstone, pick up these dirt, and right before I do that, I'm going to place another block in right there, not there, here, or here. It's your choice where. But because I'm normally going to be coming from either that side there or this side, I decided I'm going to put it there. So now I'm going to need to get a lever, a piston, not sticky, though you could use sticky if you want to, a redstone torch, and a button. And I think that's all the things I'm going to need for this, so I'll be back once I get those. Okay, we have all the resources together now. We just need to craft them into what we'll need. So I need a lever, a button, a torch, redstone torch actually, and let's get all those into the hopper. We have the piston already. So we need some way to light this. I'm thinking of adding a glowstone right underneath that pressure plate. So we're going to add the button there, and the lever there, and then above this pressure plate directly, doesn't matter where you place this block, you want to have the redstone torch there. So with that all done, let's get some light in here with some temporary lighting. Where can I put them that won't get washed away? You can put there, on the sides there. Oh, yeah, I don't really need the lit. I don't really need that middle one if I have lights all the way on the edges. That'd be a nice touch in them with the glowstone in the middle. I just like glowstone a lot, and I have gone farming for it a few times. So now that that's done, you want to come here and place a piston. It should extend if you have everything below done correctly. And now you want to place a dirt block, or any block you don't really care about, or a waste block above that piston arm, and form a plus sign, and then destroy the dirt block. What I like to do, you don't have to do this, is I like making it a complete square. I just think it looks nicer, and if it doesn't affect the function, you might as well. If you want, you can make this a really tall tower. I'll show you that option later. So you want to place the water above the piston arm, and once the grass I don't know why I thought once the grass grows is wrong. I don't know. But once that grass grows, I messed up saying it again, it will be all ready for the first test. So I'm actually going to go get some glowstone for that while the grass grows. I got it that time. Yes, and I will see you again. I forgot to mention, but you'll also want 4 signs, and well, I'm recording again. Might as well. Oopsies. Now the block is gone. That was odd. While I'm recording again, I might as well want to place that there and place the sign. Just because I don't really want to leave much out of the building process, so you know how long it takes to do it. Yep. So, 4 signs. I'm going to be short. And I have wood. I don't have enough wood. Teehee. Yeah. Gonna be just 3 or 4 short. I'll chop down a tree. That I won't show on camera. I will break my rule for this. Okay. That was kind of funny. I went to a place of glowstone, and I mined straight down, and I fell into this cave. I really had no idea this was here, so that was kind of odd. Oh, Sage Green is now AFK. That means they're registering. It's always nice to have new members come on the server, register, and play a few times. It's a real community-style server where most people know most people, and the people that don't know most people. Can't you place pressure plates? And if you don't know most of the people, you'll get to know them if you come on a lot. Wait, if you can't place that kind, can you place wooden pressure plates? Ah, what just happened there? No, you... Dang it, I thought you could. Well, I guess I'll just use a jack-o'-lantern then. Oh, I was really looking forward to using glowstone. Silk touch. And I am very bad at waiting. I'm already really bored, and the grass hasn't grown that much on the top, as far as I've seen. Oh wow, I lied. It has. It's almost done actually. So, anyways, in the meantime, we'll take a look at some other stuff. So first of all, it's this new mob system. Like I was saying earlier, it doesn't quite look as good, but you can actually see in now without letting any light in. What's all that doing there? Oh, that was all-night mob farming. I didn't really want to get attacked by mobs because I was kind of playing another game at the same time. I know, I'm just so pro. I can multitask. Playing really bad Facebook games while killing skeletons that are really easy to kill. Yeah, the best multitasking there is. So now you can see in the problem from last time. I think that was fixed before, and I'm not really sure if I like how it looks. That still isn't glass. This still isn't glass, but more of it is glass. I still have to get rid of that chest there. I don't know why it still exists. And I'm getting a lot of stuff. Here's my swords chest. I have a sword on me though, from earlier when I was doing that. And in here I've sold a few rows of arrows and a few rows of bones and a couple rows of bows I gave to Zedkill because I had no use for them. So, and here's what I still have. Tons of enchanted bows. I have more back at the house. It really functions better than I could have hoped. So you just farm the XP that way. Sometimes they do die, but more often than not they survive. Make that into bone meal for later. And the cactus is doing really well. I get lots of my money from that. Oh, flag. And I decided for now I'm going to be making different tree farms. So here's my jungle wood farm. It's shown by the jungle wood. Here's my birch farm, shown by the birch wood. And they're all temporary. I'm going to have to set up something a bit more, how should I put this? A bit better, more effective, more permanent solution to that. And up here, oh, there's glass missing over there. I don't know. I'll probably pull it up and fill that in. I went and I redid the wiring of this. I took the stuff that was in there, used it to rebuild it. I borrowed a bit of glowstone from, I think, Squishfish to make some instant wire on the inside. And hopefully we can see that. Yep, right up there. And now it is much smaller and you have a couple options with it. Well, that wasn't what I meant to do. I hope that's not my silk touch. Dang it! I hate learning that I use my silk touch. Oh, well. So now there's the option to every 5 minutes for it to automatically harvest if you want to AFK there. And in there we have the sugar cane that fuels it. It's so satisfying doing that. So that goes in, lands on a pressure plate in there, and that triggers it, or when it despawns it triggers it, which sends out a new item, so that goes on a loop. If you go here, you pick up the item. If you have, how did I do this? If you picked up both items, the one that was in there and the one that was shot out, before it landed on the pressure plate, so it wouldn't notice you had another item, you can go like that, and it'll start it again, which also harvests all of it. And this is to turn it on or off, so it allows you the option to use a timer or not. So now there's going to be a ton of sugarcane on the ground. All here. Yep. And I also got rid of the signs, made it a pressure plate system, so no more button. And I should replace those with brick sometime. And it gives you a fair amount of sugarcane. Yeah, around here this wood is so that I know what's within the spawners inside of there. So if I'm going to AFK to try and get some cactus, I'm not going to AFK over here. I'll stand back here, and then every so often I'll come on, go like that, and stand back here. That way, whenever I feel like it, I can come by here, kill a few skellies, and go back to doing that. Language. So, too tempting, I should really stop doing that. So now that I've shown you those two things, hopefully the grass will be grown. Let's just take a look up to see. Beauty. Now if that's all done, the whole farm setup should be finished. We got the pumpkins there. So you want to stand in the middle. I might still change that to make it less annoying somehow. You place one there, place one there, place one there, place one there, and then on the ground you do the same. Do. That's all finished now. And since I want to do this a few times, I'm going to go to the button, press it, watch the quick harvest, and we'll continue, do that again. And there is actually a reason why I wanted to do this, because I needed flowers for a project, and I didn't have this set up, and I had no way to get flowers. Let's see the final flush now. So I needed to set up a really quick one, which was just half slabs, and I bone meal let them place water, and that was kind of annoying. So I decided I would set this up just in the future if I ever needed them, and it's always a good thing to have around in case I want to grow wheat. Let's shut that off. Oh, that was kind of laggy. Yep, you do lose a few here. You could fill in those walls, but I like having it open. And up there, we'll check if we lost any. Oh, don't want to lose that cactus. We lost one flower. So I should show you how the water flows out. So let's hop on back down. Yep, we have ladders. That'll make it more helpful. I should have been using them earlier then. Okay, flip the lever, which is over there. Jump out! Yes! Made it in time. So that's how the water flows. So since that goes right against the wall, there's the gap there. And the water wouldn't normally reach to the ends and go down. It would stop on that block and that block. Oh no, that was a bad idea. Whoops. Wasn't thinking what I was doing. Bad Omer. Sit. You damn dirty Omer. One of my friends does that all the time. Omer doesn't mind though. That's Psych Monkey, by the way. I hope he doesn't mind me saying his real name. But what happens is the water goes down, lands on that piston, and spreads out, which means that it can reach, because otherwise, I'll try and show you what would happen otherwise if I can grab that water. What did I just grab? There's still water up there. I guess I was lagging there. So if we were to remove that piston and just have it like that, you see, ow, the water doesn't reach the end, which is fine for the top level, but then down there you're not going to have any of those harvested. So that's why there's the piston there and not a bit lower. I'm stuck in here. Nope, can swim up. So I'm going to show you what it looks like with the whole tower, because I think that looks a lot more cool, though it's less resource effective. So, and it takes a bit longer to harvest, but I think I'm going to leave it at that. Leave it with the tower, because I think it just looks pretty nice. Here, I actually had to do something underneath before I had it there with a torch. Instead here, we move it one to the side and instead put the torch on top. That way, it's shifted a bit and the water doesn't wash the redstone torch away. So now, it's a really cool effect when the water flows down, because it splits around the piston and flows on the outside of the torches, which doesn't wash them away. Let's go take a look at that from the outside. Wham! Ooh, so pretty. I think I might actually leave this on all the time, unless I'm using it. Let's go take a look at from up on the tower. My home's still set up there? Yes, it is. Excellent. That's a very nice addition. Adds a little bit of contrast and color with the vibrant blue and the dark brown. Whoops! I'll be back. Now I think it's time we go take a look at the last two things that I've done. And they're not that big things, they're just the little things. So along there, I did end up replacing the once stone brick path with half slabs up until that little area there. So now it feels a lot nicer. Oh yep, and this path, it's a bit more structurally sound now. I'm still probably going to add a support beam. I just need to think of a design for that. I don't know if I'm going to go with like that design there. Which reminds me, I forgot to place a block back there. Or if I'm just going to do the design I used to have where it goes straight down, but I think, I'm not sure which one would look nicer. So along here, someone had placed that all a stone, and I thought, wow, that looks nice. But then, I changed to half slabs, and I thought, wow, that looks even better. So this now is the AltitudeCow parkette. I had to grow a few different trees to make sure they would fit. There's a bench there and a little bit of a pool of water. This is what I needed the flowers for. Even though I didn't end up using them, I just used bone meal just on here to get the tall grass as well. But anywho, it looks nice now. It's just a nice break from all this industrial style things like cliffs and the stone, the big tree. Just a nice little taste of nature. You can go bathe in the hot springs. Isn't it nice? Oh, and Zedco was on today. We were playing together with a Skype call. And, well, not Skype. We were using Steam to chat because we were both online. We played some TF2 as well. And we built that. I did a little bit of work around the bottom. Well, he built that. I think I said we there. Just making sure it looked a bit more structurally sound because I think things look a little bit nicer. Gave him a sugarcane. He grew it. I may have trampled a couple of his crops. And there's also some places I have to come back and patch up. Like, you can't really see it from any good angle. But that, where it just kept going dirt and dirt, so I'm going to have to replace that with stone. Just because I like having stuff rest on stone, as you may see with my house in some places. But that's all that I really have to show you. I don't think I built any more of the tower, nothing in the nether, and just those things. I didn't set a timer for this episode, but my guess is it's a longer episode than the normal one. This will probably be about 15 minutes because I built that whole thing instead of just showing you what I have already built. So I hope you enjoyed watching this, because it's a lot of fun building these things. But I was having some YouTube problems earlier today. Yeah, I'm not going to go into that though, so that is all for this episode. These damn holes. Okay. Now, if my OCD will let me go away, I will. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Okay, so it's been a couple days since I recorded that first part of the episode, and I was watching Etho's video, and I actually learned something. I don't have any dirt on me. I'll use iron for this. But this is all not needed anymore. It looks great, so I'm leaving it, but it's not necessary. There's one thing I didn't know was in the game, but apparently it is. So if you make a completely dark room, it's probably better if I use dirt for that, but it's fine. And then you get your bone meal out. You can just place it and it automatically comes off, which is just great. Now I have, I think, a double chest full of flowers and seeds and a bit more of seeds, and if you go back and forth that way, if there's a grass that gets in the way, you'll update it when you move. So that's one stack. It becomes very laggy if you're doing a stack of bones, because for every bone meal you put down, you get approximately 3 or 4, I think, items, so that is a lot of items. I'm already picking some up, the ones that are close. But you can just see already. So if you keep doing this, you can get a lot. Oh yeah, so Zedco and I started playing through Infernal Sky 2, the map by Vex, and we're going to play a bit more, and I think we're planning on uploading that. Today's the 24th, I just had to check my watch. I think we're planning on uploading that on the 26th, and it was a lot of fun to play through. We're we've barely done anything, so the first few episodes might start off slow, because Vex doesn't provide many resources in the map. Okay, so let's see just how many we got. We can open that up now. I don't have any wood on me, so I can't throw it all in a chest. Let's throw it all into a hole. 4 stacks of flowers so far. 6 stacks of seeds. I should write this down. There's paper here. I hope no one eats it. 4 yellow. How many did I say seeds? I think 6 seeds. 1 less than 2 red flowers. And there's still plenty in there. You can see I'm lagging from this. So many flowers. I'll never need to come back here. Okay. So there's the 1 extra flower. Hope I didn't pick any up. I might have to check. So 1, 2.5 more red. That equals 4.5 red seeds. How many more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. That's 11 stacks of seeds, and 1, 2, 3 more. Okay, so that means from the 3 stacks of bone meal, we got 7 stacks of yellow flowers, 11 stacks of seeds, and 4.5 stacks of red flowers. So I would say that was pretty good. And with that, I can end this episode. I just wanted to add that on to the end because I didn't want to be giving you guys unupdated information on what this episode is all about. So I might rig something up with pistons that'll push up sand to make it a darkroom if I want to leave it as that. But in the meantime, I'll just be using dirt. But I'll have to remove all this because I like the look of it without the dirt. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.